So my partner, Monse, here is like Nostradamus. And then she got a helping hand from me. Let me explain how this works. So I've been doing this business for a long time. And those that have listened to me over the course of many, many years know that when it comes to predictions, I am the kiss of death. Like when I go out on the limb to pick a game, pick a team, pick an individual to do something positive, it's always met with the opposite results. I mean, and it's really remarkable the percentage of times that I am wrong when I go out on a limb on a prediction. It was 3 weeks ago, not a week ago, not 2 weeks ago, but 3 weeks ago that my partner here, Monse Bolaños, went on the record that the Dallas Mavericks are going to win the NBA championship. Mm-hmm. Not a week ago, not 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Now, last Saturday, as we were getting ready for Game 7 of the series between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets, at her insistence, I finally said, all right, I am ready to make my prediction on which team is going to win the NBA championship. And I said, back-to-back, baby. Denver Nuggets win their second consecutive NBA championship. So that night, I'm watching that Game 7.
Yeah.
20-point lead at home in the second half.
Yep.
And they do the El Foldo. The Hartman curse lives on. And perhaps the greatest obstacle for your prediction to become true is out of the way. The Denver Nuggets are eliminated. So here you are, the Mavericks up 2-0 after 2 road wins against Minnesota, 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. I don't know what the odds were 3 weeks ago, but I'm hoping that some of you out there listening at the time ran to the bank, emptied your bank account, and put it all on the Dallas Mavericks. Unbelievable, Monse. You are. I am in awe right now.
You know, it's because of the fact that I watched them play so closely against the Clippers, and I could see that the Mavericks had figured it out. You know, they said, We understand that all of you think we're making a mistake by getting Kyrie. We don't care. We're going to do this again. We're going to run it back. And everyone around them has also thrived in the playoffs. Doncic hasn't even been that dominant. And yet, here he is delivering when he needs to. I'm going to start coughing. No, I'm not. Maybe.
She's just getting a little choked.
I'm not. I was like, oh no, I've got a tickle in my throat. I think I do. You may have to start talking to me.
That's okay. Asking me to talk is the easiest thing in the entire world. Let me continue on exactly her vein here of what it is that she saw. Again, I understand that Monse is a diehard Clippers fan who predicted boldly that once again, despite injuries to Kawhi Leonard, it was going to be a different story for the Clippers this year, and it was not because they ran into this now buzzsaw, the Dallas Mavericks. Continue.
Yes, thank you. Sorry. I started dying there for a hot second. Everybody around them is thriving. They know their role. From Derek Lively to PJ Washington, they are all doing so well, and they are clicking. And obviously, Kyrie Irving. I don't know.
Even with the missed free throws?
Even with, hey, they got free Chick-fil-A. Hey, they were happy about that. Even with the missed free throws, he has delivered when Doncic is a little bit cold. You know what I'm saying? They have found a balance. Yet at the same time, we know at the end who's going to get the ball. It's Luka. It's not Kyrie. I am so surprised that Kyrie has been able to take on this role. And I don't know if this is really just to save face because of everything he had gone through. And he, next year he's going to go back to his old style. Who knows? But right now, Kyrie, give him his flowers. He is a big part of the reason why the Mavericks are going to win the finals. And 2 years ago, Doncic was there by himself in the Western Conference Finals. It was just a little bit more that they needed, and they're getting a lot more. They're good. They're a stacked team. They have a good coach.
Here's the thing about Kyrie Irving. And and I've said this many, many times, I'm a huge Kyrie Irving fan. In fact, my feeling about Kyrie is this. When it just comes down to understanding how to play the game, There's not a better player in this
True.
league than Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about on-court IQ, I mean, it's off the charts. He understands how to play this game. But he's also one that likes to monopolize the basketball, or has been that. And I thought, again, this idea of teaming him with Luka Doncic, who is the ultimate ball hog, and I'm saying that in an endearing way.
Right.
We mentioned, James Harden back in his Rocket days was similar, just monopolizing the basketball. That it would not work. It would not work when you have two guys that are all the best when they're monopolizing the basketball. But I always find it interesting now with Kyrie's success with this Dallas Mavericks team in this postseason. And as you said accurately, he has deferred to Doncic when the game is on the line, and that's working wonders for this team. But there were a lot of Laker fans. The idea of Kyrie being reunited with LeBron, like, no. Don't want. I think I was one of those people. No. You don't want. I don't want Kyrie. I know it was me, so don't remind me. I was one of those. I just did not see this Kyrie Irving that has suddenly blossomed in this postseason run for the Mavericks.
Blossom, matured, however you want to put it. He has stepped into a role that I did not think he can do. Many of us didn't think he could do. And also, again, give credit to the Mavericks organization for doing it again. For despite it not being successful last year and everybody talking smack about it, they said, no, we're going to do this again. Watch, we have something here. We do this every time a super team is created, right? With the Suns, we were like, okay, so where's the point guard? They weren't able to prove us wrong. They actually fell flat, just like we expected. Instead of the Dallas Mavericks falling flat in a matter of just 2 years, here they are, and they are going to win. Tell me who looks better than them. I'll wait.
But this is also where we are in the NBA. Understand this. No matter which one of these four teams left in the playoffs, it will be the 6th straight year with a 6th different champion.
That's cool.
Toronto Raptors, Lakers, Bucks, Warriors, Nuggets, and whoever comes out of this year.
Yeah.
I'm not a big believer in that. I don't think it's healthy for the league. I mean, in the moment, it seems great, but you want that dominant team, and we don't have that right now. The Celtics, obviously, are a team that appears to have the makings of being a dominant team, but you actually have to win a championship first.
You say that as a Lakers fan. Because as a Clippers fan, no, I don't mind this non-dynasty situation going on.
Okay, so you're one of those. If I were to ask you this question as a Clippers fan, if I could tell you the Clippers win a championship and then are a lottery team the next 10 years in a row, would you take it?
Right now, this moment, I'm saying yes because we've never won.
That's exactly it. And I've done this many times over the years, and with teams that have never won anything. As a fan, you're like, yes, I'll do anything. You could be a loser for the next 50 years. I just want in my lifetime to see this team that I love win a championship. So, again, if Dallas does break through, and there's no reason to say they can't because, again, they should be able to take care of the rest of this series against the Minnesota Timberwolves. By the way, Anthony Edwards, this is something I had said before the playoffs, looking at Oklahoma City with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Minnesota with Anthony Edwards. Are those two players ready for prime time? Can you carry your team over the finish line in the biggest games? And unfortunately for Anthony Edwards, who is a superstar player, he's really struggling
right now.
And he threw the ball away late in that game, and he caught himself, and he's just not. And they're not shooting the ball well, and so this has been a tough time. On the flip side, obviously, Doncic, who hadn't done a whole lot early in this playoffs, last 5 games, 4 triple doubles.
He's ridiculous
in the last 5 games.
Yeah. Again,
and putting that shot over Gobert, ice.
Oh, that step back. Oh, right when you
By
knew
the way,
it was
why
happening.
was Gobert in the game at that point?
Well, he is a defensive player of the year.
Yeah, that's for his interior, not his three. But you could see.
Yeah, that was the plan. Obviously.
He was obviously. They got him on him because that is not Gobert's strength.
No,
is guarding the 3-point shot.
No, but you saw it happening, right? Did you think that you're like, this is about to happen? He's about to do a step back 3 and drain it. Like you saw it was foreshadowing. Like it was unbelievable. No, yeah. Doncic has come alive in the last 5 games, like you said, but even despite not being successful before the last 5 games, they've managed to win because everybody else is stepping up. And I think you're onto something where you're saying, is the limelight too big for somebody like Anthony Edwards right now or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander because they're so young? Because Luka has been in a limelight his entire life.
5-time first-team All-NBA player already.
But even when he was 16, you know, like he's been in the spotlight. And obviously Kyrie has been in the spotlight. Like what they're telling their teammates is experience. And so experience goes a long way. The teammates are trusting them. They're like, yeah, we got this. It's all right that we're down 18 points. We're fine. Don't worry. That experience has been big for them.
2 superstars and role players that understand their role.
Yep.
That's the formula for success in this league. And if you look up at the makeup of this Dallas Mavericks roster, it looks like perfection. And the good news for them, they're all under contract for several years to come.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't the Denver Nuggets. I thought it might be. I went out on the limb, kiss of death. I could destroy any team. I'm not going to make any bold predictions yet, but I will say this. If you think about it, with the two of us, your predictions have been gold, and mine have been gold in the opposite direction. I mean, if you parlay, double down. You can make a lot of money off this show.